Guys, good morning and welcome back. All right, my name is Mr. Defined, and in this video, I want to briefly welcome us to this my video production. And I have been getting some DMs, comments, WhatsApp messages asking me how they can start up their fashion brand as new intake or new students or new upcoming fashion designers that just finished their apprenticeship. And because of the fact that the economy we have currently in Nigeria now is not encouraging, things are going at it's giving us issues. The economy is giving us issues to stand as a brand. Now, some persons are asking me how can they start their fashion brand? How can they keep pushing? Even some of us that are already into the work for so many years are tired. We are praying for a better tomorrow, and we are also struggling to survive the whole economic meltdown and the whole political instabilities happening in Nigeria. So, as a new person or as an intending fashion designer, the simple way to start is I think you must make sure you have the basic materials, machines, equipment that you'll be needing in your regular production areas. So it will be of great interest for you to take your pen down, jot down some information that you'll be getting from this video that will help you to arrange yourself, to build yourself, and possibly start up your fashion brand. All right, so having said that, now the first thing you need to know is that you must own a machine, because there's no way you can be a CEO of your own that you won't be able to own at least one butterfly sewing machine. And this machine is advisable to be gotten when you are learning, when you are still coming up as a new apprentice. The reason I say this is because you need to as well get used to your machine, know how to control it, know how to use it, because sometimes even if I give you an electric industrial machine, if you are not used to the machine, you won't be able to work with it efficiently and effectively. So by the time you have already mastered any machine you can lay your hands on, your productivity will be increased, your fastness, everything will be increased, right? So all of this is what I think all upcoming fashion brand designers must know, that they need to get used to their machine, be it butterfly machine, industrial machine. Have your own, the one you call your own, or have one you can have access to at any given time. So now, current price of these machines now are so exorbitant that someone might even think of quitting sewing business and doing something else. But then winners don't quit, and quitters don't win, right? So you need to be persistent in your dreams and make some let's say drastic moves to achieve them. Now, when you have gotten your machine, your butterfly machine, as the first thing you need to buy, then your sewing accessories, your scissors, your fashion tools like a pattern master, hip curve, armhole curve, and all of those other tools needed. Then the next thing as well you need to get is a standard cutting table. Now, why did I say this next? Is because you must know that cutting on the floor, on the ground, tend to weaken or give you waist pain, and this will on the long run be a health challenge to you, and it will be demoralizing when you have persistent waist pain and you have work to do. And the only way you can avoid this waist pain is to make sure you have a table where you sit upright while you take your cutting, make your cutting done. This will help you to remove any possible waist pains that will be coming up from the fact that you stay on the floor to cut. In most cases, there are some styles you'll be making for the female version of the gowns, their maxi gowns and stuff, that you might need to have a broader cutting space. There's nothing wrong by staying on the floor to cut a particular style that the table might not be able to accommodate. But for the fact that you still have your table, it doesn't make you have waste pain at once trial or once or twice or three times trial. But consistent using of the floor to cut will accumulate waste pain. The waste will have unnecessary frictions that will result to a waste challenge, right? So having known that, it's advisable you get a recommended length, size, and width of table. All tables you must get must be up to your waist region. Now, this will help you to stand erect while cutting. You won't be bending down trying to go to your table in cutting. You just need to stand erect while cutting your fabric on your table. Now, having said that, now the next thing as well you need to get or know is you need to get your iron. Now, your iron can be charcoal iron, electric iron. Now, when you talk about charcoal iron, most people get scared. Now, charcoal iron has 8 uses, 8 best method of use, right? That it will not burn, dent, or spoil your fabric, which is the sole fear or the main fear of every person using charcoal iron. Now, in terms of the appropriate methods or measures that you will need to use to do your charcoal iron is by simply getting a bucket of water, put like 3/4 length amount of water in it. Now add or apply little detergent, Ariel, Omo, or Clean, right? Or any detergent that can foam in the water. Add little bit of it in the water. Now this detergent you're adding will help you to keep the surface of the iron slippery, so it will be able to grip your fabric to burn your fabric, right? Those of us that make suits, most times we make use of charcoal iron to gum our suits. So if somebody making suits can use charcoal iron to gum his suits, what more of you making a simple Ankara outfit, senators, tops, and trousers, right? So, and make sure as well you lay enough fabric on the table and have an iron surface or bring ties, broken tie, keep it where you can lay the front or the iron on. Most of these irons that are bought in the market do come with an iron base which you can make use of. So having said that, now also make sure you get a good charcoal. Now charcoal itself has different types of charcoal. The one they use for building of houses, foundation and stages, the one they use to roast corn and stuffs and do thermal protector. So when you want to go and get a charcoal, ask them if it is for corn. The one we use in clothing is the one they use to roast corn, because that one tends to burn fast and give us heat as at when due, and it doesn't take long to ignite when you want to light it up as in your charcoal, right? So try to know the differences between charcoals, so you don't go and buy the coal, the one that's meant for building of houses and installing thunder protector, right? So that's for that. Now if you happen to get industrial iron in terms of electric iron, be it Philip, any other brand you can lay your hands on, then you must make sure you have a constant power supply that will help you to carry or light up your outfit, for you to use your outlet or your office, for you to use the iron in your production purposes. Now if by peradventure you lay your hands on that, that means you should as well think of getting an industrial sewing machine, right? Because since light is a major challenge in Nigeria, we always struggle to have light in most states and cities and areas in Nigeria. Light is a challenge, so it will be of great contribution, savings for you to have a place where there is constant power supply, because the cost of buying PMS, that's premium motor spring, which we know as fuel, is going to go a long way to incur unnecessary costs of production in your office, right? And this will in return demoralize you as well, and you will not be able to meet up with the challenges of the financial constraints and the financial challenges you might be facing through in your daily production. So having said it, now if you are to get a generator set. Now make sure you get a generator set that will be able to power your iron effectively without having more challenges to power the iron. Now the next as well you also need to know is that you need to have two iron, industrial dry cell, normal iron for ironing, for electric iron. You also need to get industrial steam iron. This steam iron is of great essence to any fashion designer that is making both men and female, because there is a big difference that steam iron gives that your regular dry cell iron will not give you. Even though you sprinkle water on it, the steam iron has this way of softening the fabric and giving it the actual shape or form you might wish for it to have, right? So now you know you have to get two irons, dry cell and steam iron. Dry cell is the one that you know already, you plug in the socket and iron, while the steam iron is the one that has a water tank where you put water differently and pull the handle of the iron to iron your fabric, right? So if you get that, fine and good. You get your tools, cutting tools, scissors, rulers, and every other necessary tools like the hemming gum, the material gum, the gum stain, the color gum. You can buy them in a bit, like little quantity, to help you run a week or 2 weeks production without having to go to the market. It's advisable you buy them in bulk, big quantities, like let's say 3, 5 years, 6 years, or 10 years of each of these areas. Now make sure you have hemming gum. Hemming gum, I know all of us know, which is called the magic gum in our regular sewing, right? So you buy the hemming gum in bulk. The hemming gum will go a long way to help you use it at when due. And also don't forget that I have a mentorship class on Telegram where you can pay and enroll, where I guide you, teach you how to do some silent points, some very vital information that will help you grow as a fashion designer, right? So I will be glad to see you in class. If you'll be willing to enroll, please contact the number on the screen through WhatsApp or Telegram, and the classes is being held in Telegram, right? So having said that, you now come to the bone of contention, which is renting a shop or working from home. Now, this happens to be one of the most discussed topic or the most troublesome topic out there on the social media. That is it advisable for a starter to rent a shop or to use his house or his home or her home for production? Now, my answer will come this way. If you are so certain that you can confidently pay your rent, both shop and house, without struggling, without borrowing, without pushing through to work more than you should, now you can go ahead and pay. That means you have a sponsor, right? But if you don't have a sponsor for now, and you are still contemplating, should you go and rent a shop while your house is already a rented apartment? Or possibly, if you're living with your parents or if you're living with your uncle or a relation that you really want to move out there to rent a shop, you can go ahead and rent a shop if you have the money, right? The capital. But if where you are staying, where you are living, is something you can that you can afford to stay in terms of taking a space in the house to produce or to work, you can go ahead and do whatever you have to do by starting your production in your home, right? So when you have all of this knowledge, I don't think you need to calculate anymore. But most importantly, that if you must stay in your house for your production, you must make sure you are friendly with social media. Now, the reason social media should come into play is because of the fact that social media will give you more publicity. Social media will give you more insights. Social media will give you more exposure for people to know that you are into this particular business, right? So when you have this in mind, that means you need to start building your social media presence. Now, the presence you might need to build is not as if you are going to post randomly. No, you are going to post systematic order of what you are doing. Now, you don't also need to tag 99 other persons for them to see you. Now, don't forget that who might even patronize you might not be your friend, might not be on your friend list, right? So all you need to do is to create what we call videos, reels. Now, these reels will go a long way to give people more insight on your existence. We give people more insight on what to do. Now, these reels will happen to give you, let's say, publicity in your, hold on, I'm coming, in whatever you do. All right, sorry about that. So I had to go and attend to something very important. So I was saying about social media. Now, you need to create what we call reels. Now, reels is kind of videos. You make short clips of 1 minute, 2 minutes. Now, video the most detailed part of that work, of your work. Now, the videoing might come in a time-lapse video. Time-lapse means fast-track videos, right? Now, if your phone can do video, when you go to your video option, you can check for time-lapse video. If you can't get it in your phone, no problem. Go to Google Play Store, download what we call Open Camera. Open Camera has all the features that a regular camera, modern camera should have. It has the regular fast-track time-lapse video. It has every other features the camera we use. In most of my videos I make on time-lapse videos, I use the Open Camera to do it, right? Fine. Then when you have gotten this camera, you can decide to do a fast-track videos of your cutting stages and your sewing stages to post. Now, those fast-track videos will help compress the whole long duration videos to seconds or minutes, and to be able for you to post for your viewers to see. And make sure you post on Reels and also post on a regular timeline posting, right? Now, when you post on Reels, there is what we call hashtags. Now, these hashtags will help you to make your videos to appear on different people's profile or timeline without them being your friends, right? Now, Facebook has the video button, second button on the top left corner, right? Fine. Now, this button portrays people's videos as random. This is where comedians use to post their videos without you being their friends or knowing about them, and you can stumble on their video and watch their video and go about being their fan. So at the end of the day, now when you post some video reels and the normal videos, use hashtags. Now, what is or what are the possible recommended hashtags you can use? Now, hashtags, some of us might not know what it means. It means when you go to your keyboard, you type a hash button, the hash button which you know, then there is what we call FYP, meaning for you page. Now, this FYP has FYP triple P's or longer P's. It has the one of double P's. Now, FYP is one of the hashtags to use. Now, hashtag DIY, that's the regular YouTube DIYs videos, right? Now, DIYs, hashtag viral reels, hashtag how to, right? How hash to, right? Just the keywords in that video is what you are going to use. Hashtag fashion, hashtag male, if you're into male fashion, if you're into female, hashtag female, hashtag outfit, hashtag whatever. So you can decide to Google or research more on hashtags, right? Hashtag Nigeria, hashtag attire, hashtag whatever you can think of that is related to your video. Please make use of the hashtag in the posting. That is when you must have given your video a title or a little write-up. Be in mind, that description has a maximum of 100 letter words. So you make sure all of these things are into or fall into that 100 letter words character that is left for you to use. Now, having said that, you also must make sure you have access to good phone for you to be able to snap good pictures, post, edit them, and stuff. Now, some of us might still have issues on how to edit. Now, there is an app I use which I call Lensa. 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 It's on Play Store or iStore, however phone you're using. Download the app. This app will help you upgrade your picture quality. Even though you are using a small phone to snap, upgrade your picture quality, increase the saturation, increase the brightness, increase everything you need to increase, but make sure you don't over increase them, right? This will as well go a long way to give you more visibility, more clarity, because Facebook also recognizes when you make a quality post with a clearer pictures. They give you what they call the free publicity, right? They give you the free publicity where people can see your videos without being your friend, right? Now, having said that, now the next thing as well you need to grow is your Instagram. Instagram is also a platform that will help you get potential customers that you will not be able to meet on your streets, or you will not be able to meet at random, right? You must meet them online. Now, when you make a first post, don't expect to have a 1 million customers coming from it. It's not possible. It's a consistent procedure. You don't need to make a first post and when you don't have a customer, you get demoralized. You say, for that reason, I will not post again. I'm tired. I've been posting. No customer, no likes, no comments. People are seeing it. You must not wait for them to comment before you know they are seeing it. You must not wait for them to patronize you before you know they are seeing it. Like I said, people that will patronize you might not even be your relation, might not even be your father or mother or sister or uncle or your relation, right? So it might be random strangers that can patronize you. So make use of social media very well. Facebook, Instagram, these two platforms are very perfect. Now, lately, TikTok came into play. TikTok as well can be used for some of us that already know how to use TikTok. So try to use your social media platforms for adverts, for business. Don't use it for pleasure, for laughing, for whatever reason, right? So having said that, now also make sure you exchange contacts with quality people, potential customers that can refer you to customers and give you some jobs as well to do. And also make sure that in all of these things that you deliver the jobs as at when due, as at when they require. Make sure you deliver quality jobs that will speak for you in your absence. Because when you don't deliver jobs that will speak for you, the customer will cut off your contacts and there will be no communication or whatsoever coming from that direction. And make sure that any job you're giving out, the customer must be satisfied with the outfit, with the finishing, with everything details you will do. Now, see progressing on the machines you need the weaving machine, right? If that's the manual one or the industrial one, whichever one that your hand can lay, please get a weaving machine even before you get the industrial sewing machine. You can get the manual and later on upgrade to industrial weaving, right? So now the further details you will need will be your consistency, honestly, because there's nothing else, there's no magic else you need to do, and possibly to enroll in 1 or 2 upgrade classes. Now, when you hear upgrade classes, most people think it has a specific class that said upgrade. No, you have a class that can teach what you already know in another form that is simpler and better and more explanatory and more detailed. So by so doing, that will serve you for your upgrade on that same thing you know. Do you understand? So you don't need to wish to sit down and watch someone offer you an upgrade. Upgrade can be in what you already know, but you have upgraded from what you know already to a new advanced method or technique of doing that same thing you already know. So now I will take my time to showcase some of the pictures of the machines you might need to have, from the butterfly machine, industrial iron, the dresser iron, the direct drive, the industrial sewing machines. Now, coming to the industrial sewing machines, we have what we call the direct drive, right? And they have the regular machines as well. So, all right, so now back to what we're saying. Now, when you use your social media very well, Facebook, Instagram, you tend to have more publicity. And make sure that in all your videos, you drop your number on your video. Now, that number you're dropping is going to help you have direct contact immediately without people trying to locate the owner of the video, try to name tag your videos, because most people, they can steal videos or they can just post it in form of the posting, but they are going to make use of your video to market what you do. I know a brand that steals people's contacts, videos in many platforms. Now, they don't have anything to produce, but they keep on posting people's videos. But then, still on that, I also recommend you have what we call originality of content, that it's solely from you, right? So, having said this, I think the next platform as well you need to venture into is YouTube, but which will be a discussion for another day. I will make a video on how to start up your YouTube channel very effectively, how to run it, how to create content. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please comment. Tell me any area I will make videos on to throw more insights and more knowledge. Comment and share. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.